Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night. Before jumping into the charts, don't forget to smash the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe as well. So, before talking about XRP, for all of you that saw my last video about the altcoins and probably how it is going to happen, you will have a better understanding now. So, if you haven't seen that video, please go and check it. So, we've been talking about Dow Jones, the dollar, the US economy, rates going up, and there are important things that we must pay attention now because they are very important. They are literally everything that matters now, okay? So, as we know, the crypto market is following the US economy, but there is a big problem in the US economy. So, how it is going to be? And the thing is, there is one thing that there is very little people talking about, which is uh, rates going up. It is not only going to affect loans or the average peasant, and people like us. You bought a car and you're still paying, or you bought a house, you're still paying. Students, folks, the the one in the worst possible situation right now is the United States federal government. And why this? Rates going up, the US debt keeps going up. So every December, if I'm not wrong, they have to make they must approve the roof, the ceiling. Otherwise, the government has to default. And the thing is, it is impossible to pay that debt. Okay, it is impossible. There is no way. It's impossible. And now, with rates going up, it's there is no way, right? So if it wasn't possible before, imagine today, tomorrow, with rates, let's say at 3%, 5%. So two things are going to happen. The first one is the US federal government will enter default. It is going to happen. There is no other way. The other thing is the Great Reset. So you see, so they created all the problems. They are blaming nature, climate change, the winds, uh, that the disease we can talk about, all those things. But by a matter of fact, when we look at the numbers and all the things they are doing, it's crystal clear. We can see, okay? So, yeah, it is going to happen. The question is when, okay? Maybe later this year, by maybe December can be a major blow. So I don't know, because there are big expectations, bullish expectations for the next year, which is the year of perfection. It doesn't mean they can't implement the new system next year. Okay, it can happen, whatever. So we need to have in mind all those things because they are going to impact everything. And by the moment the United States say, okay, we are going to default, the whole world is going to, we will see crashes all over the world, okay, in everything. So it's a thing to keep eyes on, okay. So Dow Jones, the dollar, and rates. So one thing is happening with Dow Jones, which is the top leading indicator, the one that matters. And so let's say this bar right here represents the Federal Reserve raising rates. So what happens? Let's draw another one here. This will be quick. So the Dow Jones goes up, the Federal Reserve raise rates, Dow Jones go down, making a new low. Then Dow Jones, the whole US economy goes up for a lower high. And now, this isn't a trend, okay? We can consider something that is happening on multiple days or weeks as a trend, okay? A trend, we are talking about multiple months and years, okay? But we still can see lower highs and lower lows. And they can keep going with this for a long period of time without making a bear market. And I still believe, so some people are talking about a recession, if it is going to happen or not. I think it will, but not in the way people are looking at it. I still believe it is going to happen around 2025, okay? But not anytime soon. I can be wrong, of course, but so far things are being playing out, you know. I call it the dollar rise and so on. So the next meeting will be on July 28th, and they are most likely to raise again. But my expectations for August is that they are not going to raise, okay? So the markets keep going, you know, keep going. And then by September, okay, they raise again, the harvest, you know, bang. This for crypto will be part of the last trading event, especially for XRP, XLM, and others. And maybe can be the last time to buy. Of course, we're not going to be into this range right here. I think there is almost zero chances for it. But just for guys, it is just a glimpse, okay, about what we are planning, what we are talking about, possible targets, etc., etc. So now another thing about my mistake. One thing was my mistake, the other was just the method that we had. Just a second. So I said anything around 27 and 21 was likely to happen based on Bitcoin behavior. As you guys know, Bitcoin was going down, XRP was following. And the, the ratio was around 50%, okay? So Bitcoin down, let's say 10%, XRP was the 50% for other things, forgive me. So let's say Bitcoin was down 10%, XRP was down 9, around 11, okay? So it was close to 1-to-1, close. But one thing happened, and what is this thing? That's why we must be sensible to changes, otherwise we are going to miss, let's say, stealth movies, okay? So, let me get closer here, then we go back again into the weekly. Okay, so why this conversation about Dow Jones and rates are important? Just a second. So let's say this is okay, July 28th. Okay, so a few days ago, Dow Jones was down here, right? And then Dow Jones went up, actually way up. So my short time expectation was, what are the odds for 28,657 before going up again? So only short-term expectation, nothing special could happen or not. It is not going to change anything. okay? So went up, but by the time XRP went up, we didn't have anything on Dow Jones, okay? Uh, and in a few minutes, I will explain why I don't believe it was based on the Ripple opening a new office on Canada. So let's go with this guy right here. So let's say just for a second that this is Dow Jones, okay? So what we do talking about that we go up before the meeting, can be anywhere, okay? Can be here or can be right at the date because a loser's rally can happen and then bang, okay? So this is the whole point here. And some people said, what are the chances, what are the odds that this can be price protection again, so XRP don't go down around the 20 cents again? And I do agree, it makes sense, okay? Because let's say Bitcoin is still going for that 10K or 14K, doesn't matter, right? It's very close. So XRP would go to that target that we had, 27, 25, 21, whatever. Okay, so because XRP didn't had break free from Bitcoin yet. So the only model we have is that close to one ratio, which the same number is not true when Bitcoin is going up. As you guys know, Bitcoin had a new highs, XRP didn't. So these numbers keep changing, okay? So this is one thing which is very important. After this move right here, one thing changed. So let me go here into the 4. Okay. So we had a bearish development here. Also, the same thing is true for Ethereum, Bitcoin, so on and on. I didn't have shorts on XRP, but I had one short on Ethereum around the $1,800. And I had one short on XRP around the 32 right here. Right here. 32 around 700 was just before going up. Just before. We had some bearish development, then came to figure out also by taking a look on the dollar that we will go up most likely to the next Fed meeting, which is around here. Okay, so looking at this chart seems to be a long time, but it is not. So the whole point here, so I said that I would record a video if we had any change, and here it is. So at this moment, I can't make a straight call or say this is going to happen, that's going to happen. No, but we are starting to have evidence that this can be or could be the bottom. Okay, 28, if I'm not wrong. Yes, 28,704. So if this is the bottom, some people are going to freak out and say, oh, we are going to moon right now. No, folks, no. There is always development before continuation, whatever the direction is. XRP, it's not going to make a move, let's say, outperforming the Dow Jones, the dollar, even Bitcoin out of the blue. Okay, I still believe that's not going to happen. And also, we don't have any evidence, right? But the thing that I am looking here is right here. So, just a second. This is the scenario that is unfolding. This is not support and resistance, okay? So, this is the scenario that is unfolding Now let's go into the 4th for more details so you guys can have a better idea. Okay. So here we had a mix of a bear and a bull. Actually, this first move right here was very tight. So it failed. But it didn't fail because XRP was weak, but because Bitcoin and also stocks went down. Okay. So this was the first failure. Then we had a head and shoulders right here and a bear flag. And this, I'm not accounting the behavior on the US economy. So the markets were closed, okay? That this is one of the why it became complex when we have a 24 hours market and one that only runs on the commercial time. Still, I was thinking, if we go above 34 in a strong way, if it happens, then it is not going to be a bearish ascension, okay? I mean, like a correction or whatever. And the proof about this is, if we ended with a marginal high here, this could still be cold, okay? We are talking about possible scenarios. So this could still be bearish development. You see? Just like here. Bearish development. But, and this is why one of the reasons it is important to pay attention on key levels, straight numbers, not drawing lines and, oh, this is moon, folks. Yes, yes. That's not how it works, folks. It's very, very, not very, very, but it is complicated. It requires a lot of attention. So it was a stronger move, okay? And the first sign of bullish activity right here, that's when it ringed the bell. And I said, okay, this thing is looking, it's a lot of firepower for something that's probably going for 21 cents, you know, doesn't make sense. So, again, one of the reasons I decided to title this video as part 1, it's because there is a speculation. So we must wait for evidence to then make a conclusion and then make a move, put money in the table, right? So we're not making technical analysis for amusement or for views. You guys know the drill. That's big money on the table. So based on such behavior and structures, development, etc., etc., it's like one fractal on top of each other. What we can expect is, oh, let me see. So I am expecting. It doesn't mean it is going to happen, folks. Please pay attention to this. We are speculating here based on the things that we have so far. That's why technical analysis is one step at a time, especially when things are not clear. So after that little bull, we have a possible rising wedge behavior, which in this case, it's most likely not bearish. Okay, and you guys are going to understand soon. So let's say this is enough for a strong lower high. Right here. Okay. And we also have more evidence about it. It's around 50, 54, 55% developed. So this single one here, the bigger one, where you guys can see those lines, are only 32%, 34, 35% developed. Okay, so it's I don't think I mentioned the numbers. That's why I know it is speculation also. And for some people that doesn't understand these are probably going to think it is some weird thing. No, folks. As you guys know, there is a lot of things that I don't disclose, okay? But that's a different conversation. So, expectation. This is very, very likely, as you guys can also look on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. This is continuation, which is another evidence that we are going to stop close to this strong lower high. Okay, again, it's a rising wedge, right? Now the next point. Dow Jones have time and space for a small correction before going up again before July 28th. Right here. So it's like this. Okay, so Dow Jones went down, then went up, have enough time to go down again, go up, and be ready to make another low. And this is the key to understand what is going to happen with XRP and Bitcoin. Not because I'm concerned about Bitcoin. I'm not. I really don't care about Bitcoin and Ethereum. ROI wise, Bitcoin is the worst possible option and Ethereum is the second worst possible option. Okay, so we go up again, speculation, folks. I'm speculating. Then Dow Jones go for that correction. And by the way, this thing about Dow Jones, the dollar, there is a little bit of speculation here because it is based on something that we can see, observe, you know, it's happening. So, and I also developed a methodology. So it's not out of the blue, okay? There is solid basis for such a, even this speculation. So then we go down, whatever the way it is going to be, can be a big move straight down, doesn't matter. Then we end up with, and here it is going to be this place, around this range right here. That's when we will be, let's say, 66, 50% sure. It's way ahead 50, so it's great evidence. And I will also make a big move. Well, things will be way clear, way clear, okay? And did we saw something like this before? Yes, multiple times. But I'm going to show you guys only one. Which I call it out in advance, as you guys remember. There is even a video. When I shared the video, XRP was exactly here. So, okay. Oh, and by the way, it doesn't have to be a wild higher low. Whatever the place it is, it's okay because this doesn't change anything if it is going to be here or here or here or here. Why? The bulls, the market, people looking to fundamentals, they understand what such things means, risk reward wise, etc. So it's like how bulls can communicate even without talking with each other. It's like look at signs for guidance. Okay, that's how we do it. It's literally like this. Then we had something similar again, right here, where we've been trading as well. We made like 2 or 3 trades here. So it happened multiple times, not the first one. Then we had the inverted, which was the bearish. I call it this one as well in advance. After we had the evidence. And by the way, let's take a quick look at this. So this scenario right here wasn't bearish. Had the chances for, you know, but as soon it went down, exactly like this, that's when I made the bearish call, and we were right about this. Let's take a look. February, May, months in advance. Okay, so yeah, and now let's go back. Okay, so how long this can possibly takes to break bullish? Well, folks, this is unfortunately could be a much wild speculation, much bigger. So let me see, August 27. What? It's a bit far away. So we go for July. We go down, go up. Whatever the way this is going to happen. So we are talking about July, then August, maybe 45 days, maybe 45. And do you guys remember the scenario we talked about for September? After this, I strongly believe XRP will have enough time to go for another strong lower high. So this is XRP strong lower high compared with $3. So this is the second one. One is on the left. On the same way we have it here. Possible strong lower high developing. And this, or anything close to here, will be the third one. Then from here, folks, it is going to be not complicated, but the last train, if this is all these things that we are happening, unfold, etc., this will be the last train for the smart money. And the dumb money will be looking to join around here after the phase it's moving. And the last train for the dumb money also starts after it breaks the previous high. So believe it or not, there are some people who wait all this to make a trade. If you believe or not, there are methods that teach this, which is nonsense. Okay, so for us, for the Champions Club, the party start down here. And there are 3 kinds of moves, different moves to make profits, preserve wealth, long term. And I plan to not trade in the future. So if this is what we are about to have, then this is going to be the last time I will ever trade. Notice one thing, please. When you buy spot, you are not trading, you are investing. When you trade futures or when you go for futures, then you are trading, okay? And imagine, this is like, let's say, hard. Let's say we can call hard difficulty. Futures, it's like insane, okay? Uh, I started this in 2017. I came to become a pro late, not late, mid 2019. From most of the messages I received about help, what to do, whatever, it's always related to people making insane moves that they don't have a clue. So it's like this. We have the buy and the sell button. Anyone can push one of these buttons and just do what they want to do. The complex thing is when you are going to push one of those buttons again, and why and how, you know. And it's unbelievable, folks. It's like, oh, I'm going for a trip, but I don't know how it is going to be. I don't know if I have enough money. I don't know if I have enough fuel. I don't know if I have enough food. It is kind of this, okay? So you guys know I don't tell people what to do. This is not financial advice. And the only thing I do is that I share what I do on the Champions Club. That's it. It is still not financial advice. I only share my experience, the things that I'm doing, looking for, and that's it. So please don't ask me, oh, should I buy? Should I sell? I'm not going to answer those questions, okay? I'm not. Uh, I did it a few times, but it's something that I'm not going to do, okay? So we will talk about the weekly. So let's go for September. Oh, it's down below. Oh, right here, September. Then we have the winter pivot. And right now we are at the summer pivot. In between, what we do have. Oops, this one is wrong. Oh, hold on. I was 1 year ahead. Right here and right here. Yes, and we have the trial to be expected to be over on the dashed line. Okay. What else? We have flare release next week, so we're still on the summer pivot. Let's get a bit closer. And all the other fundamentals that we talked about before in the XRP previous update. Okay. So my idea is still the same, that we stay here for a while. August. Oh, it's because there's another meeting on August. Okay, so not analogy, the Federal Reserve meetings right here, only the seasons pivot. So still, I do believe we go a bit sideways. Then we go up, strong lower high. Before the fall. Then we go down just a little bit, but very, very slowly, little bit. To then finally new highs. Finally. And then this whole thing will be, all full 5 years will be in the past for good. And folks, as you guys could see, I just draw the line. I'm not concerned about the line. This is just a representation of price, okay? Things are not going to happen because there is a line here, or because of Elliott, or MACD, or RSI, or Bollinger Bands. All those events will be driven by external events. Okay, I can draw all the lines that I want. It's not going to change anything. And remember, one of the issues drawing lines is that there are bias. Things may change, you may adjust, and then things keep going broken and broken and broken. Okay, so, and by the way, as you guys know and can see, I am not using those lines. It's been a long time. And this is also part of the new methodology, the one of the methodologies that I developed, the way I look at things. Okay, so and to be honest, I'm feeling like a alien, you know, because it's wild and weird stuff. Okay, excuse me. So I will update my profile picture because the one I shared was before this move. Okay, so I'm going to update, and for this moment, I will consider 28,704 as the bottom for the moment. Remember, part one, we are speculation. We need more evidence to make a call, then to make a move, make a plan before making a move. Okay, so yeah, short video. There are many other things to talk about, but at this moment they are not relevant. Okay, so yeah. So folks, I believe this is it for now. If and as things develop, I'll be watching. If there is something new, if things are looking good, then we will talk about it again. Oh, and by the way, just a thing, I forgot. So the price protection theory can be right here. I forgot if I talked about this. Right here. Okay, so Bitcoin goes down and XRP holds tight for a higher low. Okay, I strongly believe it is not going to be a flat floor. The first thing you guys would probably notice is some people say, oh, that's a double bottom. No, folks, there is no such a thing like this anymore. Okay, the patterns the solo pattern analysis days are gone. Okay, and they are never coming back again. Believe it or not. Okay, things changed, still changing, and they will change even more in the future. For XRP dominance, there is nothing new, still falling. Falling is good. We can remove these guys right here because went up right after. So this is something like the proof of nines, still whatever. So looking good. Soon, very soon, we are going to have a major move. But so folks, we're talking about weeks and months. So very soon, in a weekly and monthly chart, can be 2, 3 months, maybe 4, okay, maybe 5. We don't know, but that's the reality about macro perspective. And just one more thing, that scenario that we just talked about for XRP, if it is true, that sideways move, again, lower high, lower high, lower high. You guys just saw it. No, it's not you. It's you. Yeah. So I still believe all that time Probably, yeah. Mm, let me see. So from one in, so it's very close. Okay. So let's say before that strong lower high can be 1 in 70, 1 in 80, 1 in 55, whatever. I still believe XRP will stay inside this range. Dominance, whatever the time it takes, okay, before going up above 2%. Folks, this kind of analysis here, it's lagging. It's secondary and not relevant. Sorry, relevant for the things that are going to drive price. So it is not this, the external events. Okay, so this is part one. On part two, I expect to have better development, something more solid to talk about, and then we can always come back to this video again and compare and look how things are behaving, playing out. Okay. So yeah, I think I didn't forget anything. There is no script. I don't make scripts to record these videos. But and by the way, as you guys know, I was sharing this strength on Twitter, right? And it is looking good. XRP dominance. It's overperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I shared this, that it is kind of a bullish divergence. Okay, but again, lagging indicator, lagging data. Okay, so yeah, so folks, thanks again, thanks for your time, thanks for your patience, thanks for your support, thanks for everything. Please don't forget to smash the like button. You can do it for free. We only take like 1 second of your precious life. Share with your friends, share with the birds, share with strangers, share with your enemy, with whatever. Okay, anyone. Maybe this can be useful for someone out there. Okay, thanks again. I will see you guys soon and see ya.